Hey there, Capricorn, it's Sony. This is a general tarot card reading for the week of February 13th through February 19th, 2022. I'm going to start off by pulling an oracle card for the animal totem that represents your vibe for the week. So, Capricorn, what we have for you is Fox. Clever. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. So, sounds promising. I'm going to be pulling some tarot cards to see what's unexpected, what to keep in mind, what to embrace, what you can share, and what lies ahead. Okay, so I will be pulling 5 cards for you here, Capricorn. Always listen to your instincts, okay? High Priestess, wow, how fitting. Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, the Devil, your card, Queen of Cups, and the underside of the deck, which I use as the influencing energy or a lesson to be learned, the 10 of Swords. So, maybe you didn't trust your instincts before, I don't know. All right, so with the High Priestess, that falls in the category of something unexpected, which you can prepare for. So with the High Priestess, perhaps you'll need to follow your instincts. Perhaps you will need to be in a place of accumulating a lot of information and kind of finding the kind of the truth that might be hidden there. With the something to keep in mind, we have the Knight of Pentacles here. So it could be planning ahead for your future, perhaps a job offer if you're looking, some planning, what to embrace for the best week possible. You have the Ace of Cups. So the cards said be open to romance. That could be a possibility. Something new there. Something to share with others. You have this Devil card. Perhaps it is bad habits, addictions to chocolate, love, and something to look forward to. You have here the Queen of Cups, or what lies ahead, Queen of Cups. And basically it is about all sorts of love. Self-love, love of others, communicating from the heart, basically being immersed in your feelings and your instincts, intuition. So, with the 10 of Swords being the lesson to be learned or the influencing energy, it seems as though perhaps you've already hit rock bottom, or you've already had some type of downfall, and you are now in a position to kind of rise up. So we'll see what we have here. We're going to clarify the High Priestess. You have the Two of Cups and the Hermit. So it could indicate with the Two of Cups, using your intuition to, when it comes to making decisions, about withdrawing or connecting with someone, or I had mentioned before, a lot of information and kind of figuring out what the truth is. Perhaps the truth has to do with your relationships and how you build your relationships. I'm going to go ahead and further clarify, but it seems that there's a certain knowingness that you need to take some time away for yourself to kind of process internally. But I'll go ahead and clarify. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. So it could be that you really need to, possibly with the Ten of Swords, you need to practice some self-care, self-love. And maybe you've recently gone through a breakup, some type of relationship ended, perhaps even a job ended, but take the time to kind of assess and trust what your gut says, but you need to come from a good gut, a gut that's got some self-love. So make sure that you are eating well, staying hydrated, and paying attention to what your body is telling you, what your feelings are telling you. You have the Knight of Pentacles, something to keep in mind. So if there is like a project that you're pursuing or a job offer, something to kind of keep in mind. I'll clarify. You have the Seven of Pentacles and Five of Wands. So with the Seven of Pentacles, it can indicate that you have invested some resources in something. Maybe you started a project and you're not really excited about its status, current condition. Perhaps you are taking a look at what you can do. Do you go back and check on what you did before? Do you keep going forward? Do you do something altogether different? I think with the Nine of Pentacles here, what you need to keep in mind is that this is all a learning process, and that if something doesn't work out immediately, it's information that you are keeping, maintaining, so that if an obstacle, problem, situation arises in the future, you have that kind of stored away. And then also, you know, sometimes there's challenges that we don't like to deal with, but overall, this life is our journey, and the Knight of Pentacles kind of tells us that you need to enjoy the ride, enjoy the process. It's not all about, you know, amazing Ace of Cups don't show up every day. So really we should appreciate the small things, so that when the big things come along, we can appreciate them even more. So it seems like some type of offering, some type of new relationship, perhaps romantic, is going to be available for you the week of February 13th, and you should embrace it. So we'll go ahead, clarify the Ace of Cups, the High Priestess again, and the Fool. Wow. So basically the Clever Fox card said to listen to your instincts and be open to romance. So if this Ace of Cups is that romance, listen to your instinct, follow your intuition, and kind of take the plunge. Let yourself have take calculated risks, but be open to experiencing new things and seeing things with a sense of wonder. And you can be amazed, pleasantly surprised. I'm going to further clarify. You have the Empress here. So this is also making me wonder if you're wanting to have children, trying to get pregnant, then listen to your body for sure. Give good nutrients to your body. I'm going to further clarify. You have the Two of Wands. So basically there is a place where you are satisfied, happy, you are achieving your goals, but there is a path ahead that you haven't quite fully experienced that is intriguing to you, and that opportunity will present itself in this week, and you should embrace it. So with this Devil, this is your card here, Capricorn. That's something to share with others. So if this is a new romance, do you want to tell that new potential somebody that sometimes you make bad choices, or that you have patterns that lead you down certain paths that you're not happy with? I don't think you want to, dish all that out on a first meeting, or but if it's a heart-to-heart, you never know. Kind of make sure that you listen to your intuition, but also the thing about the Devil is that it's a situation where we have the choice to get out. We might not always see it. So if this other person is someone who is understanding of that, then maybe you want to share your secrets, your not so great habits of maybe chewing your fingernails, chewing your toenails. I don't know. We'll clarify. Seven of Cups and Judgment. So with Seven of Cups, maybe you were a player before. Maybe you really didn't know what you wanted for yourself or in a significant other. This is basically having you take a moment of truth to honestly reflect on the decisions you've made in your past. Take responsibility for where it led you, and you can't be responsible for everything, but given the context, given the environment at the time, given the situation, just acknowledge your choices, your actions, your behaviors, and release any guilt, shame, upset that you have associated with it. And going forward with, the Seven of Cups, you might not exactly know what you want, but you need to listen to your intuition and follow your heart. I'm going to further clarify this. You have the Nine of Swords here, which kind of indicates kind of fear, anxiety. Maybe sometimes you let situations get to you. Maybe you have issues with mental health. Maybe you have you're a sleepwalker, something like that. But in the past, it might have led to situations where you maybe ignore them, you trust the wrong instincts, the wrong advice, the wrong people, and it kind of led you to your own downfall. But if it is a situation with mental health, definitely be in a good place before you have a heart-to-heart discussion. If it is something like sleepwalking, perhaps go see a medical professional. I remember my husband, when we were dating, he was a sleepwalker, and he kind of let me know about it, and I was aware of it. But what he wasn't really realizing is that he would also stop breathing in the middle of the night. His body would just think it was breathing, but it wasn't. Turns out no one ever mentioned it to him, and he has sleep apnea. So now he wears a CPAP, and he's no longer a sleepwalker because of it. So, some things people are kind of maybe embarrassed about sharing certain things, but when you find someone that you truly care about, that you truly want to share this connection with, you talk about real things, and you want to make sure that the other person is taking care of themselves. You kind of bring out the best in both of you. What lies ahead is this Queen of Cups. All about love, all about compassion, all about care and concern of everything and everyone. So, I'm going to clarify that. You have the Knight of Wands and the Strength card here. So, it indicates here, moving forward with your heart will allow you to pursue new excitement, passions, and with the Strength card, maybe it'll allow you to accept some parts of yourself that you hid from others, that you hid from yourself, and basically you come from a place of compassion for yourself. Then that opens a lot of doors and potential for you to explore all the good sides of you too. So I'm going to further clarify this. You have the Devil card. So it might help you explore why it is in the past certain choices you pursued, or because it is your card here, Capricorn, your sense of self. And when we do meet other people, when we are pursuing love interests, we have the opportunity to present the version of ourselves that we are most proud of, that we are most excited to have someone else appreciate. But if you're not being honest in who you are, all of yourself, even to you, then you might find yourself in a cycle of disappointing yourself, maybe being disappointed by other people because the whole package of who you are wasn't really accepted by you in the first place. I'm going to further clarify, and you have the Magician. So you have the ability to turn things around. You have the resources. Resources surround you is what the Fox card says. You have the resources. You have the ability to communicate your wants and needs to yourself. You need to recognize that first, and then you're able to communicate your wants and needs to others. And being able to accept who you are, love who you are, allows you to have enough love for others and for that to come back to you. And the bottom of the clarifying deck here is the Ace of Wands, so that's a pretty good start after the Ten of Swords. So this is what I have for you, Capricorn. I'm hoping that this provides some helpful perspective, and we'll see you next time.